Ready. All right, I will call the meeting to order for the Historic Landmark Commission and ask for a roll call, please.
Chairman LaBiche,
Here.
Commissioner Bell, Commissioner Berube is absent, Commissioner Craig is absent, Commissioner Crawford is absent, Commissioner Hambright here, Commissioner Kelly is absent, Commissioner Macon is absent, Commissioner Morian here, Commissioner Provo, Commissioner Segee,
Here.
Commissioner Thomas.
Here.
Thank you.
All right, I'd like to welcome Commissioner Hambright and Commissioner Mora. Glad for you all to be here serving with us. We appreciate your service, and I think that you'll find what we do here very rewarding. All right, our first item is approval of the minutes that were sent for the meeting on June 9th, 2025. So at this time, I would ask for any corrections or an approval of those minutes.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. And we will move to our next order of business, which is our regular meeting. Our first case is PZ 2025-76. It's a request for a certificate of demolition to demolish a garage structure located at 2405 Laurel Avenue. We'll ask for staff report, please.
Good afternoon. The building official requests a certificate of demolition for the garage structure located at 2405 Laurel Street. According to the inspection report, this structure was originally tagged as a substandard structure on January 23rd, 2024, after multiple code violations were discovered. The foundation is collapsing or failing, rotten exterior walls, and it is considered unsafe for occupancy. The owner has signed a demolition consent and at this time has no plans to reconstruct an additional parking structure. Based on the extensive repairs needed for this structure, the building code staff is recommending approval of the raise order. It should be noted that this request was approved by the Historic Landmark Commission on April 14th, 2025. However, to ensure publication requirements have been met, we're placing it back on this agenda. On the screen, this is the subject property. Yes.
Our screens are blank right now.
Just turn it on. Yeah, just turn it on.
There we go. I'm turning mine on. Okay.
Yep. That's a good start.
Thank you.
All right.
Would you like to move right here?
Sorry about that. So on the screen, the area, or this is the subject property. This is the garage structure that's under review for demolition. This is another view of it. Oh, a couple views, sorry. This is to the northeast, to the east, to the northwest, and also an aerial image of the property. And now I'll go back to the subject property of what we're considering for demolition, which is just this garage structure. And then these are 3 pictures showing more code violations to it. And I do have our demolition coordinator, Silas Clutter, here in case you guys have any questions.
All right. Is there any questions for staff?
I just have one. Can you just explain why this is coming back again? I know you said it, but I'm not sure I understand why it's coming back to us.
Yeah, I'll have Silas come up and speak to that. No, that's okay. So we have to, every time that there's a demolition, property within the historic district, we have to send notifications out. And I want to make sure that everyone within the area, it's required by law, 200 feet notice or 200-foot notice. So every property within 200 feet has to be notified. And I'm not confident that everyone received those. So that's why I'm bringing it back to make sure.
Okay.
I do want to say there was 26 property owner notices. We did receive one in favor, stating the garage was never repaired from the Hurricane Rita. They will never repair the garage. Thank you. It has been 20 years.
Okay, thank you.
All right, and I guess we don't have an owner here to speak on this, do we? Just staff only?
I believe it's only staff. We did it, I know I had just said it, but we did get a demolition consent signed by the owner.
All right, any other discussion?
I will ask before you guys vote or have discussion, if you guys could turn on your mics. That way the recording is accurate. If you guys need to, so it's at the bottom or the base of this microphone. Turn green.
The bottom.
And just pull it. There you go. Perfect. All right, if there's no other discussion, I'd ask for a motion.
I make a motion that we approve PZ 2025-76 and take the staff recommendation that we approve this request.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. We'll ask for a roll call vote, please.
Chairman LaBiche,
For.
Commissioner Bell,
4.
Commissioner Hambright. 4. Commissioner Morian. 4. Commissioner Provo.
4.
Commissioner Segee. 4. Commissioner Thomas. Thank you.
4.
All right, our next is PZ 2025-151. It's a request for a certificate of demolition to demolish a house. Applicant's the City of Beaumont. Location is 2098 North Street.
Yes, sir. The building official is requesting a certificate of demolition for the house located at 2098 North Street. According to the inspection report, this structure was originally tagged as substandard on May 29th, 2020, after multiple code violations were discovered. The foundation is failing, rotten exterior walls, and it is also considered unsafe for occupancy. There have been multiple changes in ownership over the years, multiple work programs enrolled, and no progress has been made from the time of the initial tagging of the structure, which was in 2020, to the last inspection, which was completed on June 4th, 2024. This structure is unsecure and easily accessible to the unsafe interior. This request came before the HLC in June of 2023 and was denied to see if someone would purchase the home and make necessary repairs. Based on the history and extensive repairs needed for this structure, the building code staff is recommending approval of this raise order. This is the structure on your screen that is under review for demolition. You can see it's boarded at this time. It's not always been. I recall a couple years ago, it was wide open for a while. This is to the south. Properties to the west. And an aerial image surrounding it. And I'll go back to that structure that's under review. And again, we do have our demolition coordinator present. I don't believe the owner is present. We sent out 17 property owner notices. We received one in favor stating that they are in favor of demolishing the house on the aforementioned property.
I also have more photos if you'd like to look through them.
How does the owner feel about demolishing this property?
Silas, if you could come up and kind of speak to your communication with the property owner.
So the owner did originally sign, the new owner from 23 did sign on to a work program. They did not pull any permits, and there has been no further contact.
This is so sad. This is a beautiful home, all
Yeah.
that tile roof, those beautiful windows.
So what happens if it's demolished, if the property, the lot just stays there empty? I mean, what happens?
So it's still owned by I'm sorry, if you want. It's still owned by the property owner. There's a misconception out there that the city takes ownership. We do not. This is for blight mitigation purposes. So it would basically be in that person's ownership until they sold, or sometimes they get behind on taxes. I'm not sure the status of this one, but it could go up to the sheriff's auction if they get behind on taxes.
Can you demolish something that an owner still has a deed to? I mean, how will that work?
We'll take this to city council. City council will declare the structure unsafe and set for demolition, and then we'll send it out for bids to be removed, regardless of the owner's take on the matter.
And the whole point, as you can see with the timeline, it's been since 2020. Our goal is to work with property owners to bring these projects or these properties back into compliance, or at least to where it's not a danger to the public. But recently, this has been boarded, and it used to be wide open. And I don't know if you guys recall what it looked like back then, but I mean, gorgeous grand stairs, and those are pretty much not demolished. They're deteriorating due to all the elements of the weather, people trespassing, breaking in, those kinds of things. So it's really sad to see that this is on the agenda, but it is necessary due to the condition that it's in. We were hoping, when you guys tabled it in 2023, we were really hoping that we would get an owner in that would do something with this beautiful structure, but we have not.
Are any of the components saved that could possibly be saved when it's demolished?
So when we send a structure out for demolition bid, the demolition contractor assumes all ownership of any components with the structure, whether they take them to a landfill or not. They assume ownership of it.
Thank you.
Bill, we have had times where people were doing work on other old houses and heard that one of these were getting torn down. And usually the demolition contractors in the past have allowed people to come get a component that they can use on their house. And some of them do take and gather up those materials and resell them too, so.
So is this picture that we're seeing now, is that a current picture?
Yes, sir. This one's the most current.
Okay, all right.
Friday is when we took this, last Friday.
Thank you.
Any more questions for staff? Thank you.
I will add to, Abby let me know that we have a couple litter cases that are open on there, and we've had no response from the owners as well on those. So we're trying to not only abate a deteriorating structure, but also some other litter components that are out there.
All right. If there's no one else to speak on this, I would open this up for discussion or a motion, please.
Move the staff recommendation on file PZ 2025-151.
I second it.
A motion and a second. Susan, would you please give us a roll call vote?
Chairman LaBeouf,
For.
Commissioner Bell,
4.
Commissioner Hambright,
4.
Commissioner Morian,
4.
Commissioner Provo,
4.
Commissioner Segee,
4.
Commissioner Thomas.
4.
Thank you.
All right, our next case is PZ 2025-170. It's a request for a certificate of appropriateness to allow an accessory building. The applicant is Russell Bourgeois, and the address is 2408 Broadway. Staff report.
Yes, sir. Russell Bourgeois, on behalf of Lisa Bowler, is requesting a certificate of appropriateness to allow an accessory building in the rear yard of the property located at 2408 Broadway Street. The accessory building will be visible from the street right away. The structure will be made of wood with vertical panels, and the roof will be made of tin, closely to resemble the provided picture. The body of the structure will be pearl gray, and the trim will be white to match the existing property. Planning staff does recommend approval of this request with the following condition, being that all applicable permits are obtained through the Building Codes Department. On your screen, that's the subject property. That's the side yard area where the accessory building will be visible from. This is a property to the east, to the west, and also an aerial image of this property. So I'll go back to the area that's visible. Did you also get a picture of the shed in there? I'm sorry, I didn't go forward one. This is a site plan, and then this is really what's the most important, is this is what it's gonna look like from the street right of way, in that side yard area. And I do believe we have the applicant present.
All right, any questions for staff?
For storage, is that what it's for?
I'm sorry?
Building is gonna be used for storage?
I'm unsure, but we do have the applicant who can speak on the use of the structure.
So,
Hi.
To meet you all. Thank you for considering this.
Excuse me 1 second. If you come up to speak, I'd ask that you give your name and your address for our records, please. Thank you.
This is Lisa Bowler, and the address is 2408 Broadway.
Thank you.
And this will be used for storage. We will have emergency services like toothbrushes, toothpaste, blankets, clothing, and things like that stored in here for some of the clients that we serve.
So tell us about the facility itself, because you've got two houses, right, with the fence around two of them?
Yes, sir. Is this made public?
It is, so,
This is a non-disclosed address normally
Okay.
due to the nature of what we do there.
Okay, so it's a multi-residential facility.
It is a advocacy center.
That's all, that's fine.
Thank you.
Any questions for the applicant?
I wanted to make sure on this, is that the color of the tin, or will it be brighter?
So that picture is of the Lowe's building, and when we looked at it, it actually came without a floor. So I've actually looked at another company that could build the exact same one, and we chose a tin roof instead of that roof.
Okay.
When you say a tin roof, is it painted or is it galvanized?
Galvanized.
Okay.
And for context, I can go back to, this is the subject property, so that's where the accessory structure will be located.
Okay, any other questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll open it up to the commission for any discussion or motion.
I don't see how there's gonna be enough space in there to put a building. I mean. in this
Could you go to
picture-
aerial view, please?
Please.
There you go.
You can see there's some space in the back of that property. I can also bring it to the site plan as well. So you can see the front is up by Broadway Street, and then if you're looking to the back where that arrow and that red line
Oh, I
is,
see, yeah.
yeah.
I see, okay.
It's a little deceiving because the narrowness of the little alleyway to get back there.
And that's the whole reason it had to come before you guys, is because it's visible from the right of way and also the metal roof request.
So why is the porch in this other section in red?
I'm assuming that they took this from prior plans where perhaps they did some renovations on the interior or something like that, just to show the building location in the back. But I don't believe that you guys have any plans for exterior.
There was previously not an ADA
could you come to the podium? Sorry.
Previously, there was not an ADA ramp to this building, and so that was where we had to put it per city permits.
Okay.
Is there a particular reason you chose a galvanized roof for the building?
For longevity,
Is the building available with a painted metal roof and not a galvanized metal roof?
I'm sure, because they're building it for us, we can ask for whatever we want. If however you guys would approve it, we'll be happy to comply.
I think maybe the neighbors would prefer a painted metal roof. I mean, it's the same thing, it's just one's painted, one's galvanized.
Okay, I'm fine.
Are you okay with that?
Oh, yes, sir,
Okay,
yes.
thank you.
Could we specify a color for her, a painted color? So I can go back to this. I would think any color maybe that matches the primary.
There's a whole bunch of them.
But you know how those color blocks work. They gotta stay within those parameters.
Yeah, I would think that you'd want it to look like this building, I would assume.
Yes, sir.
I would gray.
Yeah.
Yeah, just so I want to make sure that when she leaves, she has clear.
Is that a gray color or is that a green?
It is pearl gray on the outside of the home, and the other building will be the same color. But the roof is more of a gray color, so we could do one of the grays, the darker grays, to match as best possible.
The body of this building though, is that green or gray?
It's pearl gray.
Pearl gray?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you. It's deceiving on this photograph.
Agreed.
Thank you.
So are we recommending a specific color for the roof then, gray?
You can make that a condition.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to make sure that the roof kind of matches what's up there. So a gray color.
And the staff recommendation? You want to make that the staff recommendation part of your motion?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
We have a motion.
Well, I make a motion that we approve PZ 2025-170 with the staff recommendation as well as the painted metal roof with a dark gray roof.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? If not, Susan, could you give us a roll call vote, please?
Chairman LaBeige,
For?
Commissioner Bell. 4. Commissioner Hambright,
4.
Commissioner Morian,
4.
Commissioner Provo,
4.
Commissioner Segee,
4.
Commissioner Thomas.
4.
Thank you.
All right, our next item on our agenda is PZ 2025-201, a request for a certificate of demolition to demolish a multi-tenant structure and garage apartment. Applicant's the city of Beaumont. Location is 2385 Broadway.
Yes, sir. The building official requests a certificate of demolition for the multi-tenant structure located at 2385 Broadway Street. According to the inspection report, the structures were originally tagged as substandard on November 19th, 2024, after multiple code violations were discovered. The foundation is failing, rotten exterior walls. Both are considered considered unsafe for human occupancy. The property has received previous citations for property maintenance. In June of 2022, a repair application was submitted for repairs to be made to the interior, exterior, and roof of the apartment, both of the structures. The roof was approved by the Historic Landmark Commission in August of 2022, as well as the review of the brickwork to be repaired. No permits were ever issued from that meeting or an outcome of that meeting, and the building continues to fall into a state of disrepair. Based on the extensive repairs needed for the structures, the building code staff is recommending approval of the raise order. I do need to make a statement for the record. In the staff report, it said that this will be funded through CDBG grant funds. Unfortunately, this would not be funded through CDBG because of the commercial status that the apartments have. It's not eligible for HUD funding. CDBG grants is a way that we are able to move forward with clearance and demolition in a lot of our older neighborhoods. But on your screen, this is the apartment that is in consideration for demolition. This is properties to the northeast, to the east, and then also an aerial image of the property. And so I'll go back to the front of this building. And we do have our demolition coordinator present as well.
Has this property been vacant a long time?
To my knowledge, yes.
As long as I've known, I have never had any communication with the owner.
So you don't know the owner?
I've never had any contact with them. We've sent letters out, of course, but I've never had any response.
There's tax owed on the property too, $26,755.
Should also be noted that as this is a commercial property, we will also be putting a lien after the demolition
For the taxes?
for the demolition itself. For
Yeah,
the,
those are one of the few properties that we can actually get some of the city's money back, hopefully in the future, if the property's sold.
Have any written notice been sent to the owners?
22, we did not receive any in favor or opposition, but 22 notices were sent.
So y'all haven't had any communication at all?
No, and I do want to clarify, mailed property owner notices, those go to everyone within 200 feet of this property because it's a demolition. So that's the amount of notices that go out so that we can get public input from those who are affected nearby. But the amount of times that we've sent correspondence, that could go all the way back to when it was originally tagged, so since 2024.
yeah, we send letters, we post the red tag, we send it to anyone who's paid taxes in the past 5 years, anyone who's owned the property itself. When we go to city council to get their permission, we will send more letters and we will post it in the local paper. And if they don't respond, we will send more letters after city council.
It was tagged in February 2021, and so we've been dealing with this since 2021, trying to get it either fixed or, wait, I'm looking at the wrong, I'm
This
sorry.
one is, it was
It's
tagged in
2024.
Yes, I'm sorry.
It's been vacant for a while, but the outside wall is falling onto the ground, and it had to be red tagged because it is a problem.
Okay. Yeah.
Are those pictures still circulating?
They're right here.
Are you ready for a motion?
Anybody need to see these before we vote? Okay, yes, I'm ready for a motion.
Okay. Let's see, now this is the one, it's PZ
201,
025-201.
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I move that we approve the certificate of demolition on this property and a garage apartment.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? If not, could we have a roll call vote, please, Susan?
Chairman LaBeouf,
For?
Commissioner Bell,
4.
Commissioner Hambright,
4.
Commissioner Morian,
4.
Commissioner Provo,
4.
Commissioner Segee, Commissioner Thomas.
4.
Thank you.
All right, our next file is PZ 2025-202. It's a request for a certificate of demolition to demolish a house. The applicant's the City of Beaumont. The location is 2460 Gladys Street.
Yes, sir. The building official requests a certificate of demolition for the house located at 2460 Gladys Avenue. According to the inspection report, this structure was originally tagged as a substandard structure on December 11th, 2023. After code violations were discovered, the roof is damaged, rotten interior walls are present, and it is considered unsafe for human occupancy. There's been multiple changes in ownership and multiple work programs with no progress, or multiple work programs that were enrolled in with no progress made to since the initial tagging of the structure. Based on the extensive repairs needed for this structure, building code staff is recommending approval of the raise order, and planning staff does recommend approval of the request. On your screen is the area, or is the site that is in consideration for demolition. These are some interior pictures of it. Property to the east, properties to the west, south, and also an aerial image of the property. I'll go back to the house in consideration. And of course, applicant City of Beaumont, we have Silas here to answer some questions if you have any. So we actually received none. Mailed out to 16, but we didn't receive any back. But if there's anyone in the audience that wants to speak for or against it or otherwise, I definitely encourage them to come up.
Can I see the aerial view one more time?
Again, y'all haven't had any contact with the owners, right?
We have had contact with the owners for a while, pretty regularly. We were hopeful at first. They got on a work program, they got permits, we're moving forward. In fact, you'll see in the photos, my most recent interior photos, that they had made pretty good progress. But he got in a little in over his head. They ran into an issue with the rear wall where they found that at some remodel in the past was done incorrectly, and they built the exterior wall with just brick. There was no actual wall, and so the roof is just resting on a brick wall for the entire rear of the home, which means a very serious remodel, more akin to new construction. The homeowner has been trying to sell it for a while, but there hasn't been any ownership change since he stops progress.
So when these homes come up for consideration for demolition, the homeowner is notified that this is being considered?
Yes, and the owner will have another opportunity to get on a work program to make repairs. It will just be with a more strict deadline.
Okay, thank you.
Generally, City Council gives 10 days thereafter if they were to approve demolition.
Gotcha.
So they're on a time clock after that.
So to
Yeah,
give
the
them-
whole process is very, very lenient and allows lots of opportunities, particularly, I mean, we've had people come back to us before that said, hey, I just found somebody that wants to buy this from me. Can you give me a few more days? And usually City Council or our committee allows them to do that, try to save these houses.
That's the goal. Historic preservation is the goal. I hate that all of these are being considered, but sometimes it's necessary. All the time, it's necessary. And then sometimes we get lucky and we have property owners that want to fix them up, or they're able to sell, or they're able to make some arrangements. And then sometimes in these cases, there's not.
But this house doesn't, this house doesn't look as old as some of the other ones around it. Is that
No,
a newer
ma'am.
construction? It looks like it is.
Perhaps it's one of the ones that was kind of the 60s, 70s era.
Yeah, that's what I would guess, 60s or 70s.
Yeah. And that's not my face on the sign.
Hey, it'd have been sold if your name would have been on it, right?
Not the way it looks, but that was not my
She
sign.
wanted to make the record clear.
All right, I'd ask for a motion, please.
I make a motion that PZ 2025-202 be approved with the staff recommendation of this request.
Second.
Second?
All right, we have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Not, Susan, please.
Chairman LaBeouf,
4.
Commissioner Bell,
4.
Commissioner Hambright,
4.
Commissioner Morian,
4.
Commissioner Provo,
4.
Commissioner Segee,
4.
Commissioner Thomas.
4.
Thank you.
All right, our next case is PZ 2025-203, a request for a certificate of demolition to demolish a house. Applicant's the City of Beaumont. Location is 2254 Liberty Avenue.
Yes, sir. I'm actually going to have Tyron Albert, our zoning technician, read the staff memo for you guys.
Lloyd Meyer, building official, requests a certificate of demolition for the house located at 2254 Liberty Avenue. According to the inspection report, this structure was originally tagged as a substandard structure on February 10, 2021, after it received damage from a fire. The property owner initiated a work program on January 9, 2024. However, no work has been done since an inspection dated at July 23, 2024. This request has become before the Historic Landmark Commission in March 2022 and January 2024 and was denied both times due to the commission wanting to preserve historic homes instead of demolishing them. The property is listed in the 1989 Spare Beaumont survey and was built circa 1925 and is classified as a craftsman. The recorder noted that the house is structurally sound but not particularly well maintained. Unsympathetic alterations detract from its architectural integrity. The significance of the structure was listed as the house is representative of the local adaptation of the craftsman style and of larger middle-class home style built in Beaumont during the first decades of the century. Based on the extensive repairs needed for this structure, the building code staff is recommending approval of the raise order. This demolition will be funded through the CDBG grant funding, and planning staff recommends approval of this request. We sent out 33 property owner notices and we received none in favor or opposition. Yeah, and this is the picture of the main structure. This is just some damage that's of the structure. This is property to the east, property to the west, property to the south, and an aerial view. Okay, and we have our demolition coordinator, Silas, present if you have any questions.
I have a question, sorry. What communication have you had with the owner since July 23rd?
That was the last communication we had, and that was an inspection done by our department to see if any progress was being made. They had been given an extension in the hopes that something would happen, but that was it.
So that's almost a year ago. Any reason we didn't have a more recent one?
There has been no work, so there has been no no.
But how do we know there hasn't been any work if we haven't inspected it since last year?
The inspections that are called for by the contractors on their permits. When their permits expire, there's no work taking place.
We have been dealing with this guy for 3 to 4 years.
We've seen it come before the commission twice.
Been dealing with him a long time.
It's a shame because if somebody put their heart into it, it'd be really neat little home.
Yeah.
This is also only for the main structure because there are two structures on this property.
Which ones are not going to be affected? Do we have?
There's a rear residential structure in the back. I don't think there's a picture of it there.
Okay.
The building with 2256 written on the roof.
Got it. Mm-hmm.
That is not up for demolition.
Okay.
Is that
Yes, it's the same lot.
I know Silas touched on it earlier, or a case or two ago, but we do notify property owners when they come before this board, when they come before council, or any kind of movement happens in their case. So property owners are notified.
All right, any other questions for staff?
So this owner's taking care of the other property the other structure on the property?
The other property has not been red tagged for property violations. That's not to say that there's any activity happening, but we have not found any issues to tag it. We generally only go out when either a complaint is made or we notice some sort of danger or violation.
But unoccupied, this other structure too?
I'm actually not sure if it's occupied or not. Our focus has been on the main structure.
All right, if there's no other questions, I'll ask for a motion.
I move that we approve PC 2025-203, the request for the demolition to the property at 2254 Liberty Avenue.
Second.
Right, we have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Not, Susan, if we could have a vote, please.
Chairman LaBiche,
For?
Commissioner Bell,
4.
Hambright. 4. Commissioner Morian. Commissioner Provo,
4?
Commissioner Segee,
4.
Thomas.
4.
Thank you.
Thank you. Last item on our agenda is Historic District Code Enforcement Report.
Good afternoon. I'll be reporting for June 2025. 14 affidavits were filed and 14 charges filed. 6 court re-inspections were completed. 1 general nuisance violation was sent out. 3 general nuisance re-inspections were completed. 43 historic violations were sent out and 54 historic re-inspections. 10 junk motor vehicle notices with 16 junk motor vehicle re-inspections, 13 junk motor vehicles tagged, and 11 non-compliant 48-hour re-inspections. 4 litter notices were sent out, 18 litter re-inspections were completed, 10 new weed violations were sent out, 172 weed re-inspections were completed, 42 city compliance cut inspections were completed, and 4 owner cut inspections, 6 zoning violations, 3 zoning re-inspections for a total of 444 inspections.
You've been pretty busy. Pretty
Well, thank you. We appreciate your work and your diligence, and that's a lot to do in a much time, so.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, is there any other business, anything else that we need to discuss? If not, I'll adjourn the Historic Landmark Commission meeting. Thank you all for being here and appreciate your attendance and trying to help us make our city be better.
Thank you.